Hey guys, it's Fiona Ice Cream Bar. So first of all, if you hear loud banging, I don't know what's going on. I think it's in the apartment below me or the one next to us. I don't know. But it's happening today, so nothing I can do about that. So yesterday, in an attempt to answer old comments on my videos, by the way guys, I'm really sorry if I don't get back to you in comments right away, because YouTube is really bad at telling you if you have comments or not. I stumbled upon my old I Hate Yaoi video, and realized like, whoa, there's like almost 100 dislikes. Now don't get me wrong, when I uploaded that video, I was fully aware that my title was harsh, and that a lot of people weren't gonna like it. My point is, I was fully prepared for backlash. I just didn't expect for it to get as many views as it did. Not to say that, oh my gosh, so many views! But, you know, more than I thought that it would. So I just wanted to make this sort of follow-up video because I feel like a lot of people either didn't watch it all the way through, or didn't understand what I was actually saying. So I'm just gonna answer some frequently asked questions from that video, so we can just have it all cleared up and out in the open. So the first thing that I noticed was being asked a lot was, why didn't I just keep my opinions to myself? Well, I basically just thought that it would be entertaining for people who shared my feelings and people who liked yaoi to, you know, hear someone else's opinion on the subject. That's something people kind of do sometimes, is talk about how they feel about things, and, you know, I did not make the video to insult people who like yaoi, and everything I say in that video is my opinion and not what I think everyone should believe. So I just wanted to make that clear. I don't know if I said that in the video, I know it was written in the description, but I know also that everyone pretty much never reads the descriptions ever, so clearing that up. Cleared. Second, how can you hate yaoi? It's so cute. I got that one so many times, and so many recommendations to watch all different things. Oh, I'm sorry, that wasn't the end of the question. What can you possibly be watching that makes you hate it? And I think here what some people are referring to is not yaoi, but in my view would be shonen-ai. Fluffy, romantic, like boy meets boy, they fall in love, they have a romance, it's dramatic, it could be like a daytime soap opera basically. And there's nothing wrong with that. I have nothing wrong with that. That's not what I was complaining about. The only thing that doesn't feel right with me, and that is that I just don't like romance as a genre, so I wouldn't watch it. But I don't have anything against people who do. I don't really care. I don't hate it. I don't even dislike it. It's just not my genre. Yaoi, on the other hand, is, you know, stereotypically, it's plotless, it's just about sex. It's basically hentai, but with all males. I know that some people don't separate the two, and for some people it's just all of it is yaoi. In my mind, I've always separated that. I probably should have made that clear in the video. I don't think I did. Anyway, people might also be thinking, okay, so it's porn, what's so bad about that? I severely dislike yaoi, if you really don't like the term hate, because it promotes two really bad negative stereotypes about gay men. And that is, one, that gay men are all very promiscuous and will just have sex with each other without forming relationships, or don't have the same types of feelings that like a man and a woman could have for each other. All they want from each other is sex and, you know, sexual relationships, and not actually loving, romantic, real relationships. And, you know, there's a lot of other stereotypes that for me are a little bit less annoying. For others, I don't know, they might be more annoying. That one is particularly annoying to me. But the second is that it promotes, in a sense, male rape. This is really disturbing to me, especially considering that in today's society, this problem is often overlooked in gay culture. That's not okay, and it's not something that you want to promote, and especially promote in a story saying that it's okay, especially when you know a lot of your readers are very young. Rape is not cute. It's not a form of, you know, uncontrollable love. It is a violent crime. People who do this should not end up in a happy ending in a couple, or even in an ending, you know, well, that didn't work out. No, these people should be in jail. And often in yaoi, it is not the act of rape is not associated with a crime. It's associated with love. And that's not true. That's not where that action comes from. And I'm sure all of you are smart people and you all know that and realize that, but while you're reading a story and the author is asking you to suspend your belief for a little bit, I just think it's a little bit dangerous, because these sorts of ideas can crawl into your mind without you really meaning to you know, get them there. I mean, if we weren't susceptible to messages subtly, even, you know, everyone being generally smart people, our society wouldn't have most of the problems it has today with, you know, different cultures interacting. It happens, whether you want it to or not. That's the sad truth of it. It's difficult to talk about because, in one sense, you know it's fake, and you don't want to say, well, you can't talk about that, because obviously it should be talked about. It's just the way in which it is talked about, I feel, should be different, should be in a realistic way. If you're doing something totally unrealistic, you need to constantly remind your audience, this is ridiculous and not realistic. Like, at least a giant tentacle monster, where all the ends of its tentacles are shaped like penises, like, you know, okay, this is ridiculously fake. But a lot of times in yaoi, it's just two guys, and it's not so fake, and it's almost portrayed as this could really be real, which is, it's a very fine line. I think the whole thing has to kind of do with sexuality and what people find arousing and what people find arousing but realistic, and what's real and what the world is really like. That's like a whole nother discussion we can have, but there's no way I could cover that in this video. I can't even summarize my thoughts on it. I'm like trying really hard, and this is like, so it's getting really long. I gotta move on. I'm sorry, I gotta move on. Not that all yaoi stories have this element, but a lot of them do. That's that. And finally, to people who said, you suck, yaoi's the best thing ever, I think it's great that you have something that you're passionate about. Honestly here, that's awesome. And I respect that you enjoy a form of entertainment that I don't. I realize that you're only protecting your interest, and that's totally fine. I mean, I would be really upset if someone came up to me and said, I hate Batman, I think Batman's the worst thing ever, because I love Batman. I would do the same thing too. If I just had one piece of advice for you, it would be this. Instead of saying yaoi is the best, try explaining why it's the best instead of just making a statement and running away. Because if you really care about what you like, and you want other people to care about what you like, or not be, if you feel they're ignorant, not be ignorant, you can't just say you're wrong and go away. You have to tell them, I like this because of this, and then be able to respect if they disagree with you. Otherwise, no one is going to see or respect your point of view because you're just running away and not explaining yourself, or you're just shouting at them and they don't understand why. Plus, I think you'll find it's a lot more fun to have a friendly debate than just yell at someone or say one thing and walk away from it. I personally enjoy having debates. Sometimes they get heated, but we all come out friends in the end. That's what I always want from conversations, right? Friendship. And if you don't think so, well, can't say that I'm happy that you don't like me at all, but I respect your choice as a human being and your own person, and carry on, my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done. Don't you cry no more. Actually, what I meant to say is you're as entitled to your opinion as I am to mine, so that is perfectly okay, and yeah. Anyway, I hope that cleared some things up for you. Feel free to leave any kind of feedback, whether you still disagree with me, if you do agree with me, if you just want to talk about how cool this hat is. Am I gangsta yet? I still like hearing from you guys, even if you don't always agree with what I have to say, so I'll talk to all of you soon. Bye!